It's Kyle, and I'm here to talk to you about Anchor. Anchor is a hosting platform where you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Best of all, Anchor is completely free. It's what we're actually using to create our podcast. If you're thinking about making your own podcast, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. Now, back to the show.
There's a war going on! There's 2 wars!
Dead air. Does that mean we have to go to the ad read already?
No. I thought you came up with the topic. You were going to present the topic.
Oh, Eric, how do I consolidate my bag?
Oh, well, you just throw everything out and start small.
Get an EMAC truth?
Yeah. Bag, like, how big of a bag do you have? Like, how many discs are we talking?
18, I think?
18. Is that, like, your ideal, you think?
It's just how many I can fit into this bag currently.
Gotcha. All right, so I would start with, like, half of that.
No.
So, like, about 10. I would start with, just start with 10, you know, like, bag your 10 favorite discs, right? You know, right off the get.
But the thing is here, I do a lot of, like, you know, I double up on the same mold.
So what's the problem then?
So I have no space.
Mm-hmm. Well, then get a bigger bag.
There we go. All right, that's we figured it out. Thank you.
No, but if anyone's trying to consolidate their bag, this advice is for you because Kyle doesn't listen to nobody. Start with half of the discs that you can carry and add in where you find that missing slot until your bag's full.
That'll do, pig. I
just feel like if you start with, you know, let's say you got to get rid of like six discs. If if you're trying to remove discs, you're going to find reasons to keep it.
But I agree. I just need to get rid of all
everything.
All the discs.
Just give up the sport and do something different.
Probably smart.
No. Don't listen to me. It's horrible advice.
Well, we made it 70 episodes, guys. I'm quitting.
Yeah. See you later.
I'm out. Do you think cats would be a good companion for disc golf?
If they were trained right. I don't know how to train a cat, but yeah, if they're trained right, yeah.
Where is the next frontier for disc golf? Space or underwater?
Definitely not underwater. Definitely not space either. Neither. Hard pass on both. Maybe if space counts other planets and not just like in an anti-gravity area.
Yeah, because space is the space in between planets. If you're in an atmosphere, technically you're not in space.
So yeah, neither. Hard pass.
What about just like low Earth orbit?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Were you, though?
I think it's a good idea.
Why? Explain yourself.
So, there's already, you throw it into the water all the time. Might as well start playing in there, too. So you get in the water, and that's your lie.
I mean,
Harry Potter rules for breathing.
Oh, you need to find like a apparatus of some sort that would help you. A spell or a plant that would transform you into Fish Boy.
There you go.
Fish Boy.
Now you're picturing it.
Yeah, Fish Boy.
Fish Boy. He's number one. Step aside, Paul Macbeth. Fish Boy's here.
He's come to play.
I think that was an intro.
That's a solid 5 minutes of whatever came to our minds. Good thing we had a nice discussion about how to consolidate your bag.
Right? Use code OHNO. Did you like that transition? Yeah.
Yeah.
Use code OHNO.
Yeah.
For free shipping on at ADM at our Teespring store. We're gonna have to change that because we're making no money.
That's okay. Money's not real.
Use code ONO10 for 10% off at the Disc Baron store. So discbaron.com. Use code ONO20 for 20% off over at frictiongloves.com. Hopefully. Still haven't emailed them, but hopefully 20% off.
Oh, T-Rex said he was going to order some and let us know.
I wonder if he ever did.
Old at Revel Disc Golf.
Still the best.
He's a nice guy. Good guy there.
Very nice person.
Well, I'm just going to get the depressing matter out of the way. I had a tournament this weekend, the Freeland Open, and you guessed it, in Freeland. And it was the first tournament I ever did not finish.
He pooped his pants.
Yes, I did. No, I bring extra pants, so I would have been ready for that. I always bring an extra pair of shorts in case I slip and fall in the mud.
In case you poop your pants, let's be real.
Yeah. So when I woke up
mud.
on Sunday morning, I didn't say what mud it was. It could have been my own mud. I woke up on Sunday morning, and honestly, the last place I wanted to go to was to play disc golf, which was weird. I pushed myself through it, got there.
Were you sick?
Played it. No, I don't know. I've kind of had a hard time enjoying disc golf for probably about the last 2 weeks. It's been tough. And I just feel like I thought if as long as I didn't push it too much, made myself go often, I figured I'd just kind of work myself out of it. And yeah, it's been easy to go disc golfing, but it's been hard to enjoy it. It's easy to go there and go through the motions and just kind of play and, whatever. But it's been hard to have fun and enjoy myself. And I haven't even been playing that bad up until this tournament. But I woke up Sunday and I did not want to go. I forced myself to at least go and try. I thought maybe I'd get there, see some of my friends and have a good time. But the entire first round I had to spend trying to convince myself to stay for the second round. My head was not in the game at all. It was all just thinking about how can I convince myself to stay for the second round. So it was tough. I played really bad because I wasn't even thinking about playing, really.
Right, you weren't even there.
Yeah. I shot a 787 rated round. I think after that many points below my rating, it doesn't count against me. I'm embarrassed that I didn't finish, but you play disc golf to have fun, and so when you're not having fun, why push yourself through what honestly felt like torture?
Yeah.
It was upsetting to be there. It was upsetting to not be able to have fun and not convince myself to have fun. Even when I knew I was out of it halfway, through round one, I could have, given up playing smart, quote unquote, and just thrown
Fun
the
shots
wildest, craziest shots I normally wouldn't go for. But I couldn't do that. So yeah, I don't know. It was sad for me. I wanted to cry. I legit just wanted to cry about it to somebody, but I don't know. So what I'm doing, I don't have any time to play disc golf this week, so I'm just kind of taking a small break from it. I mean, halfway by choice, but also halfway by just I have so much shit going on this week that there's no way I'll get out there. So hopefully after a small break, I'll be pumped to go and play the following week. We'll see. Yeah.
I don't know. For me too. Kind of
Been tough to play.
It just comes in waves.
I mean, I feel like this was the first time I've ever even when I'm playing bad, I can usually have fun with the people who are around me. The only time where I'm really just not enjoying myself is when I'm playing really bad just by myself. But usually if I'm with people, I can just kind of turn off.
Right. You just not even be playing anymore.
And just
focus on the person and talk to them or whatever.
crack jokes and just have a good time with my friends. But it took like every ounce of energy in me just to kind of chat with my card mates, just to make it seem like I'm not a dickhead.
I feel that. Even when I don't know, for again, just going back to me because I don't know your experience, but I've been wanting to I haven't been playing by myself. I've just only been playing with my friends for that. I think that reason too. If I play bad, at least I'll be with people.
Yeah.
But I honestly haven't even wanted to talk to anyone. Even even my friends. I'm I want to be around you, but let's just be quiet next and just play. And
that's what I. No, you could go.
No, sorry. It sounds fucked up, but go ahead.
I just need you here, but I don't want you to.
Yeah, don't talk to me. But be here.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I've always enjoyed in disc golf is solo rounds. Even if I can only get 5 or 6 holes in or whatever, and I haven't really had time for that lately at all.
Yeah.
So I'm not blaming it on that, but I feel like that has helped kind of create a
void?
A certain feeling. I don't know. Yeah. So, yep. But shouts out to Chris De Rossier and Tony Riopel for putting on a wonderful tournament. It was really well planned. It was, I'd want to say fun, but I didn't have fun, unfortunately. Awesome players pack. I got a sweet beast hat now and a Michigan shaped dry bag. So pretty excited about that.
It's dope.
Yeah. Had some great card mates. Played one of my card mates was he's ambidextrous and he could throw right hand forehand, right hand backhand, left hand forehand, and left hand backhand, all very well.
It's dope.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool to see because the first one he stepped up on through left hand forehand. It's oh cool, playing with the lefty, and then the next one he stepped up on through right hand forehand. I'm what the? Wait a minute. It's pretty cool.
That's a real cheater.
Yeah, no shit. I'm guessing he plays baseball. That's what I think I never asked him, but so the coolest part of the day, not even coolest, but stupidest part of the day is I threw my absolute best drive on hole, I think it's hole 11 or 12. And the only reason it went as good as it did is because I slipped.
I love it.
And I've never had a look at 2 on that hole, and so I was just wow, this is the way it's going. Is I just have to
need to
slip more, I guess.
Count it. You meant to do it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you being open about your depression, I guess. I don't know.
Well, that's what the past 2 weeks it hasn't been great for my mental health, not just in disc golf, but in everything.
Yeah.
And I think it's just trying to push through my depression, sadness, whatever, I think has just pushed it into disc golf, and I just wasn't feeling good disc golfing. So hopefully just after a quick
it sucks.
Quick commercial break.
The things that typically make you the happiest in the entire world suddenly it's just a light switch. It's just nothing.
Yeah.
It's oh shit. This is my whole life.
This sucks. What do I do now?
Right. But no, literally, dude, always talk to me about it because weirdly was basically going through the same thing of
weird. I wonder if they could tell in our last 2 episodes where we
just sounded
probably 2 of our shortest episodes.
Yeah, it's just and it, I don't know, man. It's not the show. It's not anything. It's just hard to. We can't fake it on here, Yeah.
Yeah, we're not actors.
We're not acting.
So
we're just.
We just tell you guys how we're feeling,
yeah.
And I'm sure it comes across a lot better when we're enjoying our lives and our disc golf quote unquote careers.
Probably. And especially because like we're supposed to be like positive and stuff. And it's like, well, yeah, I do that because like overall I'm a negative fucking person. And like if I force myself to be positive, then I'll be positive. But no, I'm a pessimist at heart.
But not COVID positive, right?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. So on with exciting parts of the show.
Now that we've been talking about depression for 10 minutes.
I've seen over the past couple days is this past weekend PDGA number 222,222 was given out this just a little bit ago.
That's pretty crazy.
I think it was Sunday is when I seen it. It could have been. Weather channels in Michigan have started to share what weather is at certain disc golf courses in their area. So that's kind of exciting to see.
Wow.
It's been now 3 different weather stations or news channels / weather stations, whatever, have shared things about what courses are having good weather to play.
We're a real sport.
Yeah. We're there. They have been, like the bigger, more metro areas. I think one was like Traverse City area, and then the other 2 were both like west side of the states, like Grand Rapids and wherever Flip City is. I also wanted to talk Aaron Gossage. He is from Colorado, so I was right about that. Pretty excited. And he's also a friction gloves user, so pretty cool to see someone on the Pro Tour using them. I know Ezra did a video about them, but I don't think they ever made it into like his tournament play. So yeah, hopefully we get to see more Aaron Gossage with his friction gloves on.
Pretty dope. Hopefully he's actually sponsored. Hopefully we are too.
One can only hope.
Yeah, we don't. I'll get on that, maybe.
I've been on the buying and selling community on Facebook for a little bit, and in the past about month or so, there's been an upswing in scammers. So I wanted to give some tips on how not to get scammed when you're buying discs on Facebook or Reddit. Reddit's a little bit easier. They have a more functional system kind of figured out over there. One, always check their profiles if the profile's new or they have like no friends.
Oh, I thought you were just going to start off with use PayPal.
No, that's coming. Don't worry.
Because I think that's the most important.
There's a big thing to it. Don't just let me get through step 1. I'll make it step 2 so that we can talk about that. But check their profile. If it seems fake, if they have one picture or just created, chances are it's probably a scammer. 2, use PayPal goods and services, or Venmo offers goods and services now too. The only thing that's weird with PayPal goods and services right now is if someone buys something through goods and service and there is a different address on the PayPal account than there is that you're shipping to, they can then scam the seller out of their money by claiming that money and still receiving said disc. So watch out for people trying to do that. Make sure you just ask them like, hey, you need to change your address on PayPal or else I'm going to move on. Because that's getting scams never fun. If you're not a part of the Disc Golf Buyer Feedback group, make sure you are there. They're pretty quick about getting scammers' names out. Yeah, bringing any of that attention to kind of the forefront. It is kind of a trolley community, so it can get pretty kind of rude in there, but as long as you can filter through a lot of the other bullshit that's going on, you can find what you're looking for with people. if this should have been number one, but if the price is too good, like if someone's trying to sell you like a collector kept Cloudbreaker 1, we'll say, for $20, that's like guaranteed scam. Always ask for more pictures of the disc. You can always ask for a picture with like their name and the date written next to it.
Show me a picture of today's newspaper.
Yeah, I don't know how many people have newspapers.
I'm just kidding.
But there is, and like
the kids
are
like, "What's a newspaper?"
Right, probably. We still get one weekly newsletter, like a Akron newsletter.
It's like that seems wasteful.
Like newspaper. I look through it, but I never find anything interesting.
Slam. Just destroying the Akron news.
I mean, I live in it's a town with 3 churches, 1 bar, and a gas station. There's and
a failing water system.
Not a lot going on out here. It is a failing water system.
Yeah, I read an article about it.
Oh, are you in Akron, Michigan, or
yeah.
Akron, Ohio?
Michigan.
Nice.
Dude, it's so funny. It was on Twitter. It was just a random article. It was like, oh, small towns in Michigan that are affected by, small populations and whatever, and like not updating their systems. But I clicked on it. I was just going to read it. And it's like, oh, what small towns could it be about? It was literally about Akron. It's like, fuck. All right. Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
Just found it. I'm going to have to read this.
Yeah, but slam. They suck. Nothing interesting.
Not necessarily just getting scammed, but always ask just for more pictures of the disc, to figure out exactly what you're buying for, like the condition wise, ask, is it inked? Ask, usually they're pretty good about rating a disc.
Make sure you rate your disc pick.
Yes, exactly. And rate other people's disc pick. D-picks.
I got a joke in there.
And
we got there.
One more quick thing is if you're selling discs on Facebook, try to keep it to like a 10 stack, 10 to 15. Because after that, it just becomes such a mess in the comments and messaging people.
Yeah. I thought you were going to be like, make sure you scam people.
Yeah, do that. But not me. Everyone else.
Yeah,
and
everyone
then
else.
And then have everything listed with like names, conditions. If you have a set price or a reserve, and if it's inked, it just makes everything so much smoother rather than a million questions before someone finally buys it. But yeah,
it's like a pretty good list on like how to be a scammer too if you're looking at it the wrong way.
It could be, yeah. How to get around all this.
Right.
So sorry, disc golf buying and selling community on Facebook.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. I thought it was good.
Pretty hard. It's pretty hard to get away with a lot of these scams. You might get also, like 1 or 2 people.
100% not worth it.
Yeah, if you want to make money, go somewhere else.
Also, like if you're a scammer and you're into like fucking other people over, go fuck yourself.
Not in a good way, like a bad way, like with sandpaper.
Not if you're into it. If you're into it, don't go fuck yourself.
Unfuck yourself.
Never fuck be celibate.
Yeah. What he said. All right, that's it.
3, 2, 1.
Top
5. Oh, yeah.
So from our first topic, we, as you can tell, we've been feeling pretty down about ourselves. So we decided to then turn around and talk about our top 5 favorite episodes that we have done on the Oh No Disc Golf podcast.
So go check them out after you listen to this episode.
So starting off at number 5, we picked The Trash Man Cometh. It's episode 33. I feel like that episode is important in the story of the Oh No Disc Golf podcast because it's Kyle's like first obsession with cleaning up trash at disc golf courses.
Yeah, that's where it starts.
Yeah, and it gets bigger and better from there.
And looking forward to this year too. it's also been in that depression state. So having a tough time getting it started, but we'll get there.
It was also the time when we talked about Maple Hill. So it's always fun to talk about Maple Hill because it's our favorite professional course, probably.
It is
or
a
at least
dope
one
course. We should go there.
I would like to at some point.
We should do it before we die.
Well, all right. Well, that hopefully gives us more time than
We have some time.
expected.
Eric.
Hopefully, I mean, don't want to knock on wood.
Well, let me off at the top.
Oh, quickly before we get to number 4, we didn't pick any episodes with guests because all of our guests have been amazing, and we just wanted to pick the episodes that me and Kyle enjoyed making together.
We like to judge ourselves, not other people.
Yeah.
And we're harsh critics.
But we got to be kind to ourselves sometimes.
A lot of these we picked because of the title.
Yep.
Your favorite geriatric podcast, episode 40. I have no idea what this episode was about,
I can tell you.
but I thought the title was hilarious. I can't imagine us as geriatric, but I am an old man at heart. Or I guess like a pregnant old lady, if you ask Cody.
Always complaining about your feet.
Always hungry, but like for weird shit.
Define weird shit. Like, what's the weirdest thing you've ever had a craving for?
I don't. Now I have fully indulged into just like eating the same food over and over again. I'm just into it now. I'm just like,
So there's nothing that weird.
I'm not that weird anymore. I used to be I've always been a picky eater.
So you found stuff that
I'll find
you.
one thing that I really like, and I'll just eat that. Worms, gummy worms.
Gummy worm.
My thing for like the
Sorry about
past year has
guess.
been fries, ground beef, and barbecue sauce. Just all mashed together. I could eat that for
Just
every
all
meal.
mashed together.
Every day.
Crazy. I mean, I like barbecue sauce and French fries, so
It's pretty good, but we're not here to talk about autism. Ha! What are we on?
that could be a podcast. We're on number 3, which is Welcome to the Groundhog Podcast, where me and Kyle went down the groundhog hole and discovered not every groundhog, but a lot of them.
There was a lot more groundhogs than I thought there were.
Yep.
And just like more information.
Yeah,
than I
there's a
ever
lot of
thought.
information out about there.
All,
about,
and like
groundhogs.
different nationalities, and just like there's just so much more groundhog talk.
Yeah, they take it pretty serious.
It's just a lot of
I
pattern.
didn't know that.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really funny.
So, well, that was episode 61, just so you guys know. But yeah, we got pretty off the rails and obsessed over groundhogs for about 30 minutes of the episode, I would guess.
Maybe, yeah. Yep. It was a good time. Go check it out. Number 2 was D-Glow and Larry the Crap. If you haven't caught it yet, and I won't ruin the joke completely, but it's a SpongeBob reference that I butchered.
I don't know if I'd call it butchered. I thought he made a wonderful joke, and he just made a mistake.
Which turned out to be a wonderful joke.
Which was hilarious.
Sometimes I surprise myself.
We picked our favorite cartoon characters for disc golf. I feel like those are some of our best lists. We pick like random characters from TV shows or whatever.
We've had a lot of good lists.
It was D-Glow, so it was a Michigan thing, so that's always cool. And yeah, the title gives away the best joke of the whole thing. So
It does. Pretty early on,
yeah.
but not super early. We didn't do anything super duper early.
Yeah.
There was
there
a couple of honorable mentions, I think, pretty early on.
I will do one honorable mention just for, just cause. My honorable mention will be episode 8, and it is disc colors and the top 5 disc golf facts. The disc golf colors was us probably being somewhere in between the funniest and cringiest jokes we've ever made. It was funny for me, but if you didn't have a feeling for our sense of humor yet, it could have been, I could see it like turning someone off. Like if someone started on that episode, I could see them being like, yeah, that ain't working for me. Because we hit it pretty hard, so.
I don't know. We were having
We
fun,
were a little
probably.
rough around the edges.
Yeah, it was probably a rough one.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was hilarious, but again, if
you
didn't get to know us and that was your first episode, I could see it being bad.
If you didn't know that we're like that is the show, then what are you doing here?
And number 1 is West Side Discs, another SpongeBob reference. We became absolutely obsessed with Nico Castro in this. We made a top 5.
I did specifically.
We made a top 5 like boldest claims for the upcoming season, for the season like 2022 season, and 5 of Kyle's claims all had something to do with Nico.
5 out of 5.
So
Wasn't planned.
even if they like when they were written down, they had nothing to do with Nico.
0.
And then by the time we started talking it out, it turns out it was somehow about Nico. So yeah, that's what happened.
That was a good episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go listen to that one again.
It's Kyle's favorite joke is in there, so
Of all time, I think.
it just fit. That's where that comedy is all about timing, because it was just like the perfect time. Because like that joke, it can be funny, but it wouldn't be that funny.
And
just
just how
all
like
about
organic it came up
hit.
in the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
just
for
too
sure.
funny.
Yeah, those are our top 5 favorite episodes. Had to make us feel good about ourselves.
I might
Just kidding.
remember to put it in the show notes. I might not. We'll see.
Just copy and paste. We got a cat howling in the background for our signing off, I guess.
Good. That's how we do it here.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It means the world to me, and I think Kyle.
Yeah,
And,
literally every single person who listens, we do appreciate it. Again, we're making this for us, but it does make us feel special when people listen. And it is nice to at least try and make other people happy. I said that so sadly. We're just two sad guys today. I don't know what's going on.
We're just 2 sad guys with some microphones, and that's what happens.
But we do appreciate you listening.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Catch you on the flip side.